Hi everyone, Savannah here. This is take number 3. I just can't seem to get this intro to move smoothly. This is a video about my cross stitch whips. So it's a whip parade and also my 2020 plans. I think I should probably just mention my plans first because it does coincide with the way I'm going to show my whips. So I think it'll be easier that way. So my 2020 plans, I've actually started like last week, just because I don't have anything better to do. Sorry about my throat. So I decided that I was going to work on every one of my whips for 1 week each. So I took my planner and there's a little note section and I just wrote down my whips in order for each week. And I figured I would do that until I finally get the motivation to stick with something until it's finished, or just, when it calls to me, because nothing is calling to me right now. And I do have New Year starts planned, but those have to wait till the new year. So for right now, I am working through my whip list, and I'm just going to continue to carry that on for 1 week at a time and filter out anything that's not me anymore. And once I hit something that I really want to just keep with, I'll just stitch on that for however long it takes. So those are my plans, really. I will show you those new starts after my whip parade portion because, like I said, my plans coincide with the whip parade because I'm just going to show them in order from oldest to newest. And that's how I plan to just stitch everything, oldest to newest. So we will start with my oldest whip. It is in my Zelda bag. This is called the Hyrule Light World Map. I don't know, should I insert pictures? I'll probably just insert pictures because not that it's easier, it's just I don't have the best quality photos printed. So this is where I am. Whoa, wrong way. So you can see down here, this page right here, that was blank when I started it. That was a new page I was starting, and that's how far I got in. I only got 5 days work on this. Just one day I took off, and then the other day I was in Denver for my husband's Christmas party. So, oops, I can't hold this straight. This way, this way, this way. So this is my oldest whip. I started this May 1st, 2017. It was my first Mania start. I like it. I do want to get it done. It's not a priority for me. I really apologize about my throat. I can't seem to clear it. I have a soda here to drink, but that's the cause of my my inability. Alright, I'm just going to do this as best I can, as quick as I can. Next is Firefly Fairies. So this is in a bag that Cheryl, Tranquil Stitches made for me. She made me this bag. This one I can show you. Firefly Fairies by Lavendar and Lace. So I love this piece. I do. I love it. I think it looks pretty. What I do have stitched, but I don't like stitching on it. The pattern's really difficult. It's very, I'd say confetti heavy, but I mean it is. It's just, I wish it had more structure to the pattern. But that is all I have. I worked on this just one night. I'm supposed to be working on it this week. But I only worked on it one night and said, screw it. It's just not, I'm not going to force myself to do something. There's not enough time in my life to work on things that are just not, I'm not going to get rid of this yet. I will hang on to it for a little bit longer. And maybe one day I'll want to, because look, that's really pretty as it is just now. it's just, there's so many color changes. There's no like little there's no, like I said, structure. It's not like I can follow a certain color for a certain way and then I can do another, because there's so many beads and Kreinik in this little area that it's just, I can't. See, this up here was easy because it was pretty, you know, straightforward. It's like this one color and then the next color and the next color. Same with the sleeve. Like a typical lavender and lace pattern. But for some reason that bit on their dresses is just crazy heavy with beads and Kreinik, and I can't. So this one is going in timeout for a while. And so I moved on to my next WIP for this week. So everything on my calendar needs to be pushed up 1 week. And that's okay with me. Because currently I have 27 WIPs. 27 WIPs, I think. And that pushes me all the way out to June. So I might not be able to get these all in quickly. Next is Grandmother Fairy, which she's right here because I'm working on her. So she looks like this. I did work on her a lot earlier this year. So earlier this year I got most of this skirt finished. So last night was day 1. I'm again only going to work on this till Saturday and switch over on Sunday. So this will only get 6 days instead of the full 7. But I filled in all the purple in this area and I'm still working on that. It really only goes up to the top of the skirt. So I'm going to get all this skirt finished before I work on the top. So that is that one. That one is also in a Cheryl bag, Twinkle Stitches, but it's out in my stitchy spot. Oh, I wasn't telling you when I started these things. So, and fabric, you know what? Fabric doesn't matter, I guess. If you want to know fabric, just ask the question. I will be happy to answer it. Firefly Fairies was started May 4th, 2017. Another Stitch Mania. And then Grandmother Fairy was started May 5th, 2017. Yeah, those are old. World Collection. Oh, hold on. Sorry about that. I forgot that these two are not in project bags. Okay, so World Collection right here. Sorry. All right, this is World Collection by SodaStitch. I don't have the pattern picture with me. I will try to insert that. I started this one on May 8th, and this is where I am currently. Just these two. Definitely want to get back to this one, so it'll be fun having this one next. They're so pretty. So, yep. Okay. Next is Floral World Map. Where is that? I don't know which one it's in. It's Cosmonavt. Nope. You'd think that I would have. You think I would have marked this down or something so I know which bag they're in, but I didn't. Right, this is what it looks like, or supposed to look like when finished. This needs to be hemmed. Ooh. And this is where I'm at. I started this one on May 9th, 2017. These are a lot of old WIPs, your Stitch Mania WIPs. So this is where I am. There's a lot of blends in this, so plus it's on black. But I really like it. So yeah. Gotta get that finished. You see that bit at the bottom? Ooh. My serge has come undone. What else? Frozen is Next by DoNa Stitch. That's this one right here. And it looks like this when finished. I started this one on May 10th, 2017. I did work on this one, I believe, earlier this year and got the whole page finished. Because I had just this weird blue thing and a little bit around it, and so I decided to finish this page. So that's where I'm on there. This thing's gonna be huge. I bet you a Frozen 2 one of these would be prettier because the colors are so much nicer in the second movie. Just purples and burgundies and dark blues, there's oranges, you know, nicer stuff. Okay, next is Mushroom and Fern, Chatelaine. I started this one on July 29th, 2017. That's what it's gonna look like. I just gotta figure out which one it's in. Is it this one? No, it's not the right one. This one. In here. I've not worked on this. I mean, I think I worked on it one day this year, and it was part of Magical Stitches, like a challenge. But other than that, I didn't have any plans to actually work on this year. So that is where I am. Need to get back to it. Yep, I like all my extra fabrics to make it bigger. Yeah, it's massive. It is one massive piece. There's that one. And then next is my Game of Thrones piece. So I started Game of Thrones as my New Year, New Start for 2018. I believe I worked on it. Yes, I did. I worked on it for the entire 8th season of Game of Thrones. When it was airing, I'd work on it that whole time. So it was like, what, 6 weeks? 6 weeks of time. I have a picture right here to show. It's a little dark, but this is what it'll look like when it's finished. It's huge. It's all the characters. I think we're only missing one character, and that's Mira, if that's how you pronounce her name. Yeah, I haven't been able to find her on here. I think she's the only one missing. Other than that, everybody is here, and I really like this piece. I can't wait to get back to it. I didn't get... it's a huge mess. It's going to be massive. So this is where I'm at. As you can see here, it looks weird because there's nothing here. It dawned on me after after I got these 2 pages finished that, hey, I should probably crop that and make it less. And so that's what I'm doing. Because I'll just frame it all the way up to that line, obviously, and then, you know, so it's a little bit less that I have to stitch because it's all background up here. There's nothing important. So as you can see, there I see a little bit better lighting, but I have the shoulder for the mountain in, so his head is going to be right in here, so I'm pretty excited to get to this page. But that is what I have. You can see those lines in there and everything. I've tried many different ways of stitching this. This page was color completion. This page was in columns, color completion. This one was in the stair-stepping color completion, and so is this one. You can still see the lines. So I think maybe this page, well, now that we have Pattern Keeper, I can't wait. I'll color complete by page because you don't see the lines as much. I'm sure once you wash it and iron it, it'll be just fine. and it won't be that big of a deal. There's so many parked threads. It's ridiculous. But I am excited to work on that. I do have my husband's friend / co-worker. Every time he sees me, he asks me about this piece. It's pretty exciting. And it's in a Game of Thrones project thingy I made. Okay. Next is, oh, my Galaxy series. Where is that? Let's see here. Is that this one? Okay. Just in a little thingy. So I found this one in a magazine. I don't know if I'll be able to show you. I don't know if I'll be able to show you. So I started this one January 3rd, 2018. This one was supposed to be for my husband's birthday that year, and ended up not getting very far. So it's a 4-piece. If I showed you, you'd see it, but it's a 4-piece project space themed. So this is the first one. It's nearly done. Oof, it's a little see-through-y. It's almost done, but it was a lot more confetti than I was expecting for that. The fabric is one that I dyed myself. These are Ada, but I used shaving cream to dye that one. I did a tutorial on my channel that you might have to just go back and look for. It's not color safe though, just so you know, like at all. Yeah, there's that one. And then I only barely started another one for one of the magical school of whatever's challenge. So it was just like, just a little bit. So yeah, I really need to get back to that so I can get that finished at some point for my husband, maybe. Wait, do I have another one that I started? Oh, and I do. This one's supposed to look like Saturn when it's finished. That's funny. And then one's going to look like a black hole. Again, if I didn't show it. What else is next? I can put that one back because that's easy. Oh, my Irish Mandala by Chatelaine. I started this on January 8th, 2018. I don't know what was wrong with me. That January, those first few days, I just went gung-ho. So this is my Irish Mandala. Yeah, this way. If you would, I inserted a photo somewhere, right? And this is where I got. Supposed to be a bunch of beads and stuff in that middle section. So this one was really fun to stitch on. I think this was all one go when I started it. This is how far I got before I said, okay, I'm done. I got 2 more corners and then lots more. It looks super pretty. This one I really like. I still need to get the Scotland mandala and the, I forget exactly what it's called, but it's the Queen Elizabeth one, the one without any instructions because it was released after Martina's death. I need that one. Like I need a hole in my head, but I do need it. Next is my Ode to Mary Needleroll. Where is that one? Here. So I worked on this one recently. Oh, I know why I have this stuck to there because I had to. There's one symbol in this pattern that did not have a color called for it at all. So I just had to fake it and then fold it up. So I just worked on this one recently. You'll probably see it in my my December review, maybe. I don't know. So I got, this is 2 pages, the first 2 pages. Oh, I guess I forgot to show you what it looked like because I have a photo right here. This is what it will look like when finished. I'm a little upset. So when I started this, I started it August 23rd, 2018. So I don't know, I guess it was because I had this scrap of fabric, but the pattern calls for a 32, and I guess I decided I was going to stitch it on my scrap, and my scrap ended up being 28. So it's going to be bigger than what I had planned. And it only bothers me because while I don't plan to finish it as a needle roll, I was thinking that making it into a drum, like a nice fat drum, would have been nice, but now it's going to be even bigger, so I don't know. We'll see when the time comes. I'm not a big fan of this because those flowers are a mixture of tent stitch and then 1/1. So it looks a little messy. You can't tell from me holding it back here, but to me, especially this one right here, it looks messy. Like it should have been all 1/1 instead of 2/1 tent or something. Like this one, the stem is 2/1 tent, and then this one, and this one on the top are 1/1 full crosses, and this one is 2/1 tent. Like what? And the clouds are all 2/1 tent as well, but because that's all that is, it looks fine to me. Anyways, it is what it is. As by Dames in the Needle, did I say that already? I don't know, because I am losing my mind now, and this is probably one big hot mess. Okay, what next? Halloween Rules by Lizzie Kate. Where are you? Halloween Rules by Lizzie Kate. I started this September 2nd, 2018. This is what it'll look like when finished. Sorry about all the glare. And this is as far as I got. I have not worked on this since, well, I think I worked on it for a challenge earlier this year, but that was just like the pup. Everything else was done beforehand. Really need to get back to this. One of these days, right? When it comes up. That's why I need to do what my plans are so that everything can get touched this year. I had, well, before I did Firefly Fairies 2 days ago, that hadn't been touched at all. And then my Irish Mandala has not been touched at all this year. So this way I can touch everything and get it all done and taken care of. Not feel so bad. Okay, this one, my next one is 3 Eagles. It's by Austin Threadcrafts. I started this on December 20th, 2018. I had planned to have this done before April of this year, but I burnt out. And I have not touched it since. Okay, I'll show you a photo here, because all I have is black and white. And this is where I got to. Like, I have great progress on this. It's just, I mean, it's pretty confetti heavy. And then the fact that it's on black is, you know, trying to do a grid doesn't work very well. So that's as far as it is. I just have a little bit of his chest to do down in neck and chest, and then some of his hair, and then, you know, fill in, like his eyes aren't filled in yet. And all the black, well, there's a lot of black spots around his mouth and his lips and his nose, his eyes, that still need to be filled in, around his chin wrinkles. But it looks really good. I really like this. Like, look at that. It's beautiful. I do need to get back to it. It's just, I really overdid it earlier this year. Next is Oldest Angel. Okay. The Oldest Angel. And I started this one the day after I started the other one. This is by Heaven and Earth Designs. I started this December 21st, 2018. This is my first HAED. This is my first HAED. And this is where I cropped it real well. Let's see, do I have a colored picture? No. That's what it looks like. I cropped it because that is what I do with really big pieces now, or full coverage pieces if I can. And so this is where I have gotten. I really am excited to get back to my full coverage pieces now that Pattern Keeper is a thing, because I feel like it's going to be 10 times easier. Yep, sorry, I'm not showing you because I'm admiring it. So I have one more page, and then I have 3 more pages here, and then maybe 3 half pages. I can't remember exactly what I'm going to do there. A nice, manageable sized piece. It's not going to be humongous. Okay. Next is No Cause for A-Llama by Brothy Threads. I started this December 29th, 2018 with Teresa Brown. We split this kit. We went half and half and we split it. And this is what it's going to look like. And this is where I am. She gave me the fabric for the kit. She kept the flosses. And I got half the pattern. Because Brothy Threads sends you 2 patterns. One without the back stitching and one with. And so we just had to make a copy of the one, you know, so she could see the back stitching. That's as far as I got. It's going to be super cute when it's done. Having loads of projects sucks. You know, I meant for this year to be the year that I knocked down my WIPs, and I did really good at the beginning of the year with the no starts thing, but then after Mania, I went kind of nuts. And then I started my second HAED, which is this Story Keep Pocahontas. Where is she? Oh, she's right here in my lap. I decided that I wanted to make this for a friend. So I have a colored picture right here. So this is what she's going to look like. It's by Melanie Dillon. And this is all that I have started so far. When did I start this? May 15th, 2019. And you can see the strings through the back a little bit, but you know, that's going to fix. So there's just a little bit more, like a half a page or something on that other side, and then it's just a couple more pages down. It's going to be fun. So I started this on I found an app on my computer that could highlight symbols or whatever, you know, like you could search by symbols or whatever, and I guess it saved it, and then when I imported it to Pattern Keeper, it automatically saved all of the work I had done, so that was really nice. So again, another one to use with Pattern Keeper that I'm pretty excited about. All my project bags. What's next? Okay, this one's in Russian, but I know it says Kosmonaut. It's by My Bobbin, and it was gifted to me by, she goes by Kalu. Her name's Claudia. I ratted you out. She was so sweet. So I was having troubles, you know, when My Bobbin was getting big, everybody was reviewing it. I went on and I found one I liked. It's in this one in my lap. But it wouldn't let me pay for it. For some reason, my PayPal would not let me pay for it. So I was like, what am I going to do? And she bought it for me instead. I'm so sweet of her. This one's going to be for my son. So picture. And I don't know which way is up. But maybe it goes this way. This is all I got started for Mania. Because I started this on May 16th, 2019. Oops, my drawer fell out. Yep, that is it right there. I need to get working on that. Sorry about that, guys. Next is One Nation by ByGone Stitches. This one was gifted to me as well. I forget, I didn't write down in my notes who gifted this to me, so I'm really sorry. that I'm not able to mention you. Little patriotic bag. This is what it will look like. I started this on May 17th, 2019. Whoa. Sorry for the glare. But you know, it says all the state names in the stripes. So I'm using all the called for colors, right? Except for ecru. I mean, I'm not using Antique Lace by Classic Colorworks. I'm just using ecru. And I made it look like the other two because I'm fancy like that. Anyways, I got a little tiny start on it. Just a little one. I'm doing this 1/1 on 28 count. So it stays a relatively decent size. I mean, it's still going to be big, but it won't be terrible to like finish when it's done. That's like my goal in life. Everything needs to stay small. So if I can do it on a smaller count or over one, I will. Because it needs to stay small. Actually, I'll put this one back in here. Alright, next is Fire and Ice by Maria Bravko. I started this one on May 18th, 2019. And this one is in my lovely Game of Thrones bag that I got from Dark Side Bags on Instagram. It will look, well, you want to see the inside of the bag? That's beautiful. Game of Thrones. Yeah. Yeah, Dark Side Bags. It's gorgeous. She's doing some real cool bag pre-orders right now. You should go check it out. It comes with a bunch of goodies. It looks like this. Super excited. So I think I just worked on this 1 or 2 days. And it goes this way. Really hard to tell. It's this background, so it's all 10 stitch. Yeah. Just started in the middle. Sorry that it's hard to see. It needs like an ironing and a lot more stuff around it so you could tell. So just a little bit. I'm excited to work on this one as well. This won't be for a couple months though, considering how low it is. The next one was called the Floss Swatch Project by Wee Little Stitches. I don't know if I'm going to include this one in my actual rotation. I mean, I should really just keep it out and work on it as I can. I don't have a picture of it. It's from, the bag's from Shelly. Just a cute little foxy bag. So the project in itself is you just making little, like they look like little paint chips or Patron, you know, the Patron. You know what, the colors of the year kind of thing, but what you do is you're just gonna, this is plastic canvas, and you do every color of DMC. I just haven't worked on this since those, because it requires 3 strands of floss, and I don't like working with 3 strands of floss. I mean, it makes it look fantastic. But I hate working with, and then doing 1/1, or I mean just 1 strand of backstitch for the numbers. It's kind of a pain in the tushy. But yeah, we'll see. And then you know, you get the list of, and then you can just check them off as you add them. So Wee Little Stitches. And you just do that. I thought it was cute, so I started it. I started this on June 6th, 2019. Again, I don't know if I'll add this to the rotation, because it's not something I would actually work on in my stitchy spot at night for a couple hours. So, I don't know. Next, it's A Savior's Praise by Shakespeare's Peddler. I started this on June 24th, 2019 with Heather, Sunshine Hev. We have matching project bags that I made for us, and she sent me a little needle minder to go with mine. This is what it looks like. I bought the PDF from her website, Shakespeare's Peddler, Kitten Stitcher. I bought the PDF just because it's a little cheaper. I'm stitching this 1/1 on 28 count because, again, that's going to be smaller than 40 count. And that's as far as I got. That's the little needle minder she sent me. Right there. Little squirrel chipmunk with his peanut. It's so cute. I think it's a chipmunk. I don't know. Yep. This is my first sampler. Unless you consider that Ode to Mary Needleroll a sampler. I mean, that could be. Either way. Oops. Gotta put the threads back in there. We're getting to the end, guys. Next is the Square Dance by Heart and Hand. Where is it? Right here. So this is just the first of the, I think it's a four-part series. I'll show you what it looks like. So just January, February, March. I started this on July 16th. And this is where I am. Not very far. Oop, yeah. I thought I had the back for a second. Not very far. I need to get working on this because I do have a finish idea for it. For all of them. I just, you know, haven't gotten around to it yet. And these are easy, these are little, so they should go by quickly. Just need to get with it. Oops, it's not going to zip up. Too much string. Sorry, guys. Next is Llama Lump by Plum Street Samplers. This was a gift from my friend Coley. I started this on August 28th, 2019, just to get it started. No real reason. It's a llama lump. I love me some llamas. And this is my tiny little start on 36 count. Tiny little bag. A mini project bag. Okay, I'm not gonna try right now. Next is another HAED. It is called The Widow's Mite. I started this on December 4th, 2019. This was my birthday start. So my birthday's on October 6th. I started this on the 4th because I couldn't wait, and then I had to restart it on the 7th or 8th, I think, because I had messed up. Oh, goodness. So this is what it's going to look like. It's artwork by James C. Christensen, which is the oldest angel is also by James C. Christensen because I like him. So this paper here is just showing you where I'm going to crop it on this side, but it does have more men on that side. And then I think I'm going to take out, I have one row taken off right here. Column row, whatever you want to call it, on that side. And so I started this one, A, because it was my birthday, and B, because I really wanted to see how Pattern Keeper worked. So this is the first and only project I've used with Pattern Keeper, and I loved it. Look at that. So that's one color, and I just went gung-ho. And it's so cool to be able to like color complete across the pages so easily. Because that's, I think that's two pages, 3 maybe? Probably like 2 pages and down, 2 across and 1 up, whatever, you know. And so that's as far as I got, and I love that. second to last. This one is a Russian pattern as well. It's called Canada Compass. I found it on Etsy. I don't... let me see here. I think I have to show you the picture here. And this is where I am. I think I worked on it 2 days. So not very far. This one I started on November 23rd, 2019. Not sure why I started it. I guess I felt like the need to start, because I also then just started the Twisted Band sampler. Where's that one? Right here. The Twisted Band sampler by Northern Expressions Needlework. I started this one on November 27th, 2019. I have the picture. Probably just seen this one in my last update. Sorry for the glare. Like that. And I have, I'm not going to pull them out, so I'll just show you this way. I have these neon colors. Well, it'll go this way. These ones first and then down. And this is my little start. Right there. So that is my last start of the year. I don't plan on starting anything else until the 1st, as long as I can hold out that long. So I'll show you the 2 that I have planned. Okay, so that's the end of my WIP parade. I should say that, right? End of the WIP parade. This is a mess. If only you could see the stack, obviously. Like I said, it's like 27 WIPs or something like that. Supplies for it yet. I just ordered it the other day, so they haven't shipped. But I got this one from Michelle Bendy. It is called the Needle Workers Sampler by Brenda Gervais. It'll look like this. So I ordered all the called for stuff. The 40 count doubloon by Picture This Plus, all of the Weeks Dye Works, and then the 3 Valdani flosses. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it in the call for because why change that? It's pretty. I don't mind it the way it is. So I'm waiting on the supplies for that. Hopefully they come soon. I do have 4 other projects that I would like to start this year, or this coming year, but I don't know if that'll happen. The first is, I'm not gonna take it out, but the first one is You Had Me at Flamingo. It's a market release from Hands On Design I got last year. This one's also from Market. It is Spring Acorns by The Blue Flower. I actually have the fabric, called for fabric in there, so I really just need to get it started because I'll just use DMC. And it'll be, well, it would have been my first, if I would have started it, it would have been my first 40 count, but the Needle Worker Sampler is 40 count as well, and that's probably going to get started first. And then my other one is, this one was a gift recently from Coley. She sent me everything to do. Stacy, I wish I could talk. Stacy Nash Primitives Blackwater Hollow Sampler. She sent me everything for it. The fabric and the flosses. So I really just need to sit down and start that. And then last but not least, I just need to get, well, I do have fabric in here. I just need to dye it. Just plain white fabric. But it's Mirabilia's Cathedral Woods Goddess. I do need to, I think I probably need to get the Krynic and Karen Water Lilies. Yeah. So I can start this. This was a gift from Lori Gifford, the lady who just recently passed. So I really do need to get this started then, because it can be in memoriam for her. I'm so sad to hear that she passed. But yeah, those are the 4 starts, the 4 extra starts, and then the 2 main ones I want to start. So that is it. Now I have this giant mess to clean up, guys, and I really hope this video wasn't too nuts, because I felt like I was just speeding through it and going crazy, and it's already 51 minutes in, and I don't see any need for me to edit anything out, so yeah, that was a lot. I really wish I could get my WIP pile knocked down to 10, but that is not gonna happen. That's probably never gonna happen. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for commenting. Thanks for all your support. Thanks for being my friend and letting me complain on Instagram and on YouTube about stitchy things and stuff. I will be back maybe right after Christmas with a new video, you know, for December wrap up kind of thing, what I've done, knitting and cross stitch and all that jazz. But for now, this is just it. See you later, guys. Bye.